Deep in the quiet coastal hills of Portugal, Princess Eugenie thought she had finally found a peaceful escape from the relentless headlines tearing her family apart. But the calm didn't last long. Whispers from behind closed doors revealed that Sarah Ferguson has made an unprecedented move, demanding full access to her daughter's multi-million-dollar estate. Caught in the middle of an escalating tug-of-war, Eugenie is forced to make a heart-wrenching choice between her own mother's desperate ambitions and protecting the future of her husband and children. Stick around until the end of this video, because what's happening behind these closed doors could permanently change Princess Eugenie's standing with King Charles and Prince William forever. If you love deep dive royal updates, go ahead and hit that like button and subscribe to join our community. We'd love to have you along for the journey. A luxury sanctuary by the ocean was supposed to be a place of total peace, but it has quickly turned into the center of an unbelievable royal showdown. Just days after Princess Eugenie and her husband Jack Brooksbank welcomed their third child, a sweet baby girl named Adelaide Elizabeth Annina, born in Portugal, a sudden shockwave hit their quiet haven. Sarah Ferguson did not just arrive in the sunny coastal town of Melides to play doting grandmother. Reports suggest she showed up with a massive demand that left the new parents completely speechless. Insiders say Sarah is now pressing Princess Eugenie to hand over the keys to their breathtaking £3.6 million beachfront estate in the Costa Terra Golf and Ocean Club. Her reasoning? She claims she wants to lovingly look after the villa when Eugenie and Jack are back in London at Ivy Cottage. But those closest to the royal family know there is a much bigger motive behind this unexpected request. For months, Sarah Ferguson has been keeping a very low profile. After being asked to leave Royal Lodge alongside her ex-husband Andrew Mountbatten Windsor, she reportedly retreated to a luxury ski resort in the Austrian mountains. But living in a £2,000 a night alpine hideaway was never going to be a long-term solution, especially with reports that her personal finances are rapidly drying up. So when Princess Eugenie gave birth to baby Adelaide, Sarah saw the perfect opportunity for a complete life reset. According to sources, Sarah believes moving into Eugenie's Portuguese paradise is a complete win-win. She gets a stunning private retreat away from the British press, and Eugenie gets a full-time live-in babysitter for little Adelaide and her two young boys, August and Ernest. In Sarah's mind, it is only natural to expect this kind of support from her own daughter after everything her family has been through. But what Sarah views as a simple family favor is actually a massive headache for Princess Eugenie. You see, living in Portugal was supposed to be Eugenie and Jack's dream escape. A place where Eugenie could go to the local supermarket in normal clothes without paparazzi chasing her. But having her mother move into the house full-time changes everything. And as Princess Eugenie tries to navigate her mother's persistent requests, her husband Jack Brooksbank is reportedly reaching his absolute limit. Handing over the keys to a £3.6 million mansion isn't just about giving up a house. It could completely tear this family apart. Reports suggest that Jack Brooksbank is putting his foot down, and he is refusing to back down. While Jack has always been known as a patient and accommodating husband, far more flexible than Princess Beatrice's husband, Edoardo Mapelli Mozzi, sources say having Sarah Ferguson move in full-time is where he draws the line. Jack completely understands that Sarah wants to be a loving grandmother to 5-year-old August, 3-year-old Ernest, and little newborn Adelaide. He isn't suggesting they turn their backs on her, but there is a massive difference between a quiet weekend visit and turning their family home into a permanent retreat. Insiders say Jack has been very clear with Princess Eugenie. They just welcomed a new baby. They need time alone as a family of 5 to bond without Sarah constantly hovering in the background. And honestly, you can't blame him for being worried. Portugal was supposed to be their sanctuary, a private, peaceful getaway away from constant media attention. But rumors indicate that if Sarah moves into the Costa Terra estate full-time, that quiet paradise will instantly turn into a complete circus. Think about it. The moment word gets out that Sarah Ferguson is living in Melides, photographers and reporters will swarm the area. The peace and privacy Eugenie and Jack worked so hard to build would vanish overnight. This has put Princess Eugenie in an impossible position. On one hand, she loves her mother and feels deeply sympathetic toward her struggles. But on the other hand, she knows her husband is right. She knows that letting Sarah stay long-term could trigger a whole new wave of public backlash. And as if the tension inside her marriage wasn't enough, there is an even bigger danger lurking just around the corner. Because if Princess Eugenie gives in to her mother's demands, the ultimate punishment won't come from her husband. It will come directly from King Charles and Prince William. A single bad move by Sarah Ferguson right now could completely destroy Princess Eugenie's place in the royal family. While Sarah sees this request as a harmless family arrangement, the timing could not possibly be worse. Reports suggest that King Charles and Prince William are keeping a very close eye on non-working royals, and the pressure on Princess Eugenie and Princess Beatrice has reached an all-time high. Just a few months before baby Adelaide Elizabeth Anana was born in Portugal, a major government financial review created a massive public storm. The investigation revealed that non-working royals were staying in palace properties without paying full market rent. The backlash was brutal. Critics even claimed that the sisters represented a major issue at the center of the monarchy, with furious calls online for King Charles to strip Princess Eugenie and Princess Beatrice of their royal titles. So, you can understand why Princess Eugenie and Jack Brooksbank are desperate to keep their heads down. They know that any sudden scandal could cause irreversible damage to their standing with King Charles. In fact, reports suggest that Prince William is particularly strict when it comes to keeping a clean public image for the future of the monarchy. And that is exactly why Sarah Ferguson moving into their private estate is a terrifying thought for the young couple. If Sarah takes up residency in their multi-million-dollar Portuguese mansion, word will inevitably leak out. Photographers will camp outside, news crews will follow her every move, and the peaceful Portuguese sanctuary will instantly transform into a chaotic public zoo. To make matters even more complicated, insiders say Jack Brooksbank is deeply worried about how King Charles and Prince William would react. If the palace believes Princess Eugenie is using her family resources to harbor her mother away from public scrutiny, the consequences could be devastating. Princess Eugenie has worked so hard to maintain a warm, loving relationship with King Charles and her cousins. We even saw Eugenie and Beatrice warmly welcomed back into the royal fold at family events, sharing sweet moments with Prince William. She simply cannot afford to throw all that progress away for her mother's personal convenience. Now, Princess Eugenie finds herself completely trapped between two opposing forces. On one side, her husband Jack is begging her to protect their home and put their newborn baby first. On the other side, her mother Sarah is placing immense emotional pressure on her to hand over the keys. And as the tension inside the family reaches a boiling point, Princess Eugenie is forced to make the most difficult decision of her entire life. The tension behind the scenes is reaching a total breaking point, and Princess Eugenie has been forced to make a defining choice. Reports suggest that while Sarah Ferguson expected her daughter to immediately comply, Princess Eugenie is standing firm alongside her husband, Jack Brooksbank. Sources say Jack has officially put his foot down, making it clear that handing over the keys to their £3.6 million Portuguese estate is simply out of the question. He accepts that Sarah can visit her grandchildren, 5-year-old August, 3-year-old Ernest, and newborn baby Adelaide Elizabeth Anina, from time to time. But living there full-time or taking over the mansion as her personal haven is a strict boundary he refuses to cross. Insiders claim Jack warned Princess Eugenie that their family life, their privacy, and their standing with the palace are all on the line. He knows that if Sarah moves in, news outlets and paparazzi will follow her every move to Melides. The peaceful sanctuary they built away from the media spotlight would turn into an absolute media frenzy overnight. And Princess Eugenie knows her husband is entirely right. While it breaks her heart to set such tough boundaries with her mother, reports indicate Eugenie realizes that her priority must be her own growing family. She and Jack desperately need time to bond as a family of 5 with little Adelaide, without constant drama outside their front door. More importantly, she understands that creating headaches for King Charles and Prince William right now could permanently destroy her place within the royal family. So, where does this leave Sarah Ferguson? Insiders say Sarah feels crushed by the refusal. viewing it as a lack of support during her toughest moments. But for Princess Eugenie and Jack Brooksbank, maintaining distance isn't about pushing family away. It is about pure survival in the harsh world of modern royal life. This dramatic standoff shows just how high the stakes have become for everyone involved. What do you think about Princess Eugenie and Jack's tough decision? Did Jack do the right thing by putting his foot down, or should Eugenie have handed over the keys to help her mother? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. If you enjoyed this deep dive into the royal family, don't forget to hit that like button, share this video with fellow royal fans, and subscribe to the channel so you never miss an update. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next story.